Hey everybody, this is BaldyPal with the Android Anthem, and what I have for you today is a comparison of the Samsung Galaxy Note 4 to the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. Big brother, cousins, little brother, who knows? Do they match up? How do they match up? Hardware? Software? Let's get into it and let's talk about both of them. See what the differences are as far as the specs are concerned, what the outside's made out of, what the internals are made of, and where they're available from. One AT&T, one Verizon. So let's take a look. The Samsung Galaxy Note 4 is available on both Verizon and AT&T. It's available in charcoal black and frost white. Now, the Note Edge, however, is right now only available from AT&T. It also comes in charcoal black and frost white. There are, however, updates on the Verizon Wireless website saying that the Note Edge will be available shortly. Time frame unknown exactly. Moving right along, the most obvious difference is the screen. Both support a Quad HD Super AMOLED 2560 by 1440, but the Note Edge has an extra 160 pixels around the side. Turning them both on, you see that extra set of pixels right there on the right hand side of the Note Edge. The Note 4 has a 5.7 inch screen, while the Edge has a 5.6 inch. And that's not taking into account the extra 160 pixels on the Edge. That's only taking into account 1440 pixels left to right in order to compare it directly to the Note 4, which again is 1440 across as well. On the left hand side, both have the volume rocker buttons. You can immediately see at this angle that the Note 4 on bottom has more of a chamfered edge, or beveled metal if you will. While the Edge has metal, it doesn't have the keen inlays that makes the volume button lie shallower into the metal. On the top, one very big difference is the power button. On the Note Edge, that's where the power button is. It's a bit of a reach, considering on the Note 4, the power button is on the right hand side here. Of course, though, you can tell why you can't put the power button on the right hand side of the Note Edge. But it does make for reach, since the power button is up there at the top. Get my hand out of the way here for you. There we go. They have the headphone jacks on top. Both have their own IR blaster. Right there for the Note Edge. There for the Note 4. Microphones as well. On the back, they both support a 16 megapixel rear camera, an LED flash, and a heart rate monitor directly underneath the camera sensor. The speaker is placed exactly the same on both telephones. Bottom left corner on the back. They have the same faux leather feel, though they do not have the faux stitching that the Note 3 had along the edges. I like the grip, the touch, the feel of this faux leather. It is still a plastic, though it's not glossy. It's not a fingerprint magnet, and both of those are pluses. Let's open up the back and compare some internals. The Note Edge has a 3000 milliamp hour battery. It also supports SD cards up to 128 gigabytes and there's where your SIM slot is. The Note 4 has a 3220 milliamp hour battery, 220 more milliamp hours than the Edge. It too has an SD card slot that supports 128 gigabyte cards, and there's your SIM card slot as well. Same location on both devices. There, on the back cover, there is no seal for waterproofing. This is not a waterproof phone like the S5 was, which had the rubber seals around the battery and around the camera. They both support a 2.0 USB plug as opposed to a 3.0, which you did find on the Galaxy S5. Both have an S Pen, as to be expected, in the same exact location on both. These are, after all, Note products. The S Pen is what differentiates all the other phablets from the Galaxy Note line. Also inside, on the Note Edge and on the Note 4, a Qualcomm Snapdragon 805 quad-core processor. Two of the first four, maybe the only four, telephones to support that processor. The other two being the Motorola Droid Turbo and the Motorola Nexus 6. Both have an internal storage capacity of 32 gigabytes, and paired that with the 128 possible gigabytes in SD card storage, you have plenty of room for music, movies, pictures, and those apps that you can move to and fro with the SD card and back to the internal storage. Both have a 3 gigabyte RAM capacity. So let's turn the screens on and see what's on the inside of the software. Quite obvious at first glance, you have the extra set of pixels on the right hand side of the Note Edge. Of course, you do not have that on the Note 4. However, they're both, again, Quad HD Super AMOLED displays. Very clear, very brilliant, very beautiful screens. Multitasking is quick. They both jump in very nicely. You also have the same operating system on the inside. Let's just verify. Now, here in the settings, see across the top, you have tabs on the Note Edge, but no tabs on the Note 4. The difference there, from a Galaxy standpoint, I do not know why. However, I do find that the settings on the Note 4 are much easier to navigate because they're not searching. I don't have to go searching for the setting that I'm looking for. Even though there's a magnifying glass on both devices, it's just memory. It just tells me where to go to find what I'm looking for on the Note 4. But you can see here that both support Android version 4.4.4 KitKat right out of the box. There's no telling which will get a faster updates. One is on AT&T, one is on Verizon. The Note 4 is on both AT&T and Verizon. I'm sure you can get that on T-Mobile as well. The Edge is only on AT&T at this moment. Again, Verizon has stated it will be coming soon. I wanted to get into talking a little bit about the differences in prices. Now, I'm not going to worry about T-Mobile pricing because they are contract free. On AT&T though, for the Note 4, it is $299 on contract and $825 when you buy it straight up. But with Verizon, it's $299 on contract and $699 when you buy it off contract. The difference of $125 between AT&T and Verizon, I have no idea. It's not worth the extra $125 if you're not going to go on contract. I say, if you're on Verizon, buy it straight up, no contract. If you're on AT&T, I'm sorry, $125 is what you're going to pay. Extra, $125 extra. Now the Note Edge, being that it's only available on AT&T, it is $399 on contract and $945 off contract. That is almost $1,000 for this telephone, being that the difference is a curved display with 160 extra pixels on the edge. You can see how you navigate with just scrolling with your thumb. Is the Note Edge worth the extra $100 on contract? Difference being $299 versus $399. I can't say. I wouldn't personally buy the Edge over the Note 4 simply for $100 more, simply for this. It is not a gimmick per se. It is very cool, very neat. It comes in handy. Shortcuts always stay right there on the side. Very minimal home screen, as you can tell here. Shortcuts always remaining. It's almost as if it's almost as if the dock at the bottom of other Android devices is just now located on the side. That's primarily what you got going on here. And you can scroll the dock there. Now, you can also customize the Edge by going into the settings here. Manage panels, express me, that's pretty neat, where you can put your own custom panels on there, if you will. That one's my personal one right there. That one's a personal one right there. And you'll see it mostly on the lock screen right here. There it is right there. And as you move the phone to and back and forth, it uses the gyroscope to move the image that you've picked out for the side panel. Well, there we have it. There's your primary hardware differences between the Note 4 and the Note Edge, both from Samsung. Again, Note Edge only available from AT&T at this moment. It's confirmed from Verizon to be coming to them shortly. Note 4 available on both Verizon and AT&T, as well as T-Mobile and Sprint. Note Edge, Note 4. Which one is it? Price difference, hardware difference. I'm hope to give you enough information to help you come up with that decision for yourself. Come back and check it out. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and I'll make more of them. Have a great day.